Hey, look, you went through some things health-wise recently, and we were kind of worried about you. I'm glad to hear you're back on the road. What can you share with us? What happened?
It was a surprise, and the one thing is, I say, life just throws you these curveballs, and I was on a treadmill, an elliptical at the gym, and I had a seizure. And I've never had a seizure like that. And then the next thing I know, I wake up in an ambulance. And the next thing I know, my wife takes me to the hospital, and I had to have brain surgery, which again was just, where'd that come from? I'm a very healthy person. I don't smoke. I drink a little bit. I love to drink a little bit more than a little bit, but still, have a few drinks here and there. Exercise a lot.
All right, come on, Maz. Tell us how much. Come on.
I'm an alcoholic. No.
I knew it.
What's funny is afterwards, my friend was like, this happened at the gym. I'm never going to the gym again.
That's why I don't go.
Exactly. So anyway, long story short, I had to have the surgery, and then I've been healing slowly. It takes a long time. Anyone who's had any kind of surgery that knows it takes a long time. And so I love what I do. And so a few months ago, by the way, sitting at home is boring. And like my days were just blending in. Like every day my family would come home. I'm like, is it Saturday today? Every day felt like a Saturday. Yeah. And then finally I go, okay. And my wife is very supportive. I go, listen, I'm going to try and get up on stage. And I'll be honest with you, the first time on stage, I was kind of nervous because I wanted to talk about it. But I was like, how do I talk about it? And actually, Frank, I did an interesting joke. So I have a joke where I say I was at my friend's dad's funeral. He was in his 90s. And at the funeral, all these ladies in their 80s were coming up to me and going, Maz, you are my favorite comedian. And I thought, oh, shit, my fan base is dying. That's the joke. So off of that, the first time I talked about the brain surgery, I was like, I did that joke. And then I said, speaking of dying, I almost died last year. And then the audience was like, whoa, what's that all about? So I realized you can't hit an audience like that. What you got to do is you got to do 10 to 15 minutes of, material, nothing to do with this brain surgery. And then eventually you can come back and go, I had a health scare last year. And then they'll go with you, especially if you say, hey, I'm okay now. So I started doing local shows, where you do like 20 minutes, and I started building it. And then more recently, I started doing headlining shows locally in LA, where I would have to do 45 minutes. And then just this past week, I went to Phoenix. And then this coming weekend, I'm going to Fort Lauderdale. So I'm basically back on the road, which is what I love doing. And, when you love what you do, you do it. And so that's my hope, is to keep going.
We're glad you're back out there, and I encourage all our viewers to go see him. You've got your own website where they can find your schedule, right, Maz?
Yeah, mazjobrani.com.
mazjobrani.com. I'm going to try and see you out there somewhere. And look, if you're not for followers and viewers who say, yeah, I'm not really into the comic thing, take some time and explore it, because it's like being an outstanding writer. The wordsmithing, the crafting, where do I put the comma? Is that word correct or not? As Maz just said, the timing of when to insert something that sounds serious and then how to deliver it. It is an art form, and I've come to appreciate it, and even more in this time of real troubles in our country. Let's keep laughing at ourselves, each other, and yes, at our leaders. Maz, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Frank. And here's to a free and democratic America.
Amen. As we approach our 250th anniversary. Thanks, Maz. We'll see you out there on the road.
Thank you, Frank. Take care now.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
So look, folks, a little something different today. Maz Jobrani, check him out. If you want to explore some of his stuff, you can certainly find his specials on Netflix. He's actually had some sitcoms and TV shows over the years, and now he's back on the road. And you'll also enjoy, if you go see him, you'll enjoy the crowd. I know we're not supposed to talk about DEI, but I've been in the crowd with Maz. It is a great mixed America crowd. You'll have a good time with good people. I will see you next time on the Frank Figliuzzi Show.